Hello everyone, it's your girl Jill Beauty87 here, aka Grace, and today we finna try out the new Catrice True Skin Hydrating Foundation with hyaluronic acid. I forgot how many shades this comes in. Did I bring my phone over here? Yes, so let us check. I believe it's only $11 and it costs $11. So I saw this on Ulta Beauty and I was intrigued because I do like Catrice's stuff. They make good stuff. It's just, you know, they hardly come out with stuff here in America anyway. And when they first came out with foundations, it was not the business. I think they had like 6 or 7 shades, but I'm always lenient when, I'm sorry, 17 shades is what this comes in, excuse me. But I'm always lenient when it comes to this brand, when it comes to shades, because they are in like a foreign country, so I feel like there might not be as many people with melanin in their country as it is in my country. But since they started transitioning over, I can appreciate the fact that they immediately started to try to fix the problem instead of being like brands that lived here forever, which is actually a video I'm about to make about brands that fly under the radar when it comes to exclusivity. But I noticed that now that people are even calling them out. Anyway, we're not going to get into the brands obviously because that's a whole nother video, but I can appreciate that as soon as they started coming to America and they started hearing the feedback, they immediately changed the way they did business. Like they have 26 shades in their foundation that everybody says is a dupe for the Fenty Beauty the matte version foundation, and now they have this lovely little foundation. So it has 1.01 fluid ounces, unlike other foundations that usually just have 1 fluid ounce. Let's read what it says. It says, True Skin But Better. Hydrating foundation with hyaluronic acid and watermelon seed oil leaves a perfect even skin tone and natural matte finish. Medium to high coverage with a comfortable skin feeling. Dermatologist approved. So, they have it in English, Dutch, and French on the back of the bottle. This is vegan and microplastic particle free. Like what? Why would there be microplastic in your foundation? I'm hoping that means for like the bottle or something, because why is there plastic in my foundation? I don't know. Anyway, so I have a new primer to try out as well. I got the Hard Candy Sheer Envy Hydrating Primer. It has 12-hour makeup grip. It plumps, moisturizes, and perfects the skin. So I bought this because, what's her name? Juicy Jazz is always talking about how this is a good dupe for Hydro Grip. I mean, I already have 2 Hydro Grip primer dupes, so did I really need this? No, but sometimes this is more accessible than e.l.f. Obviously, they don't make the e.l.f. Jelly Pop Primer anymore. It came out again last summer, but they don't like make this one anymore. But they just came out with another one, so they have this one. If you all haven't seen the video, I'll try to remember and link it up here. But this primer is another dupe for the one that they came out with before, except this one smells like mint and vanilla, and I feel like this one is a little bit more stickier than this one is, but you don't need as much grip in the wintertime. And since this is like a spring collection, I can understand why it doesn't have as much grip as the other one, because you don't need as much grip depending on where you live, I guess. Anyway, we're going to try this one out today and see how it goes along. So I'm going to do my face routine the way I normally do, and I'm going to do up to the point where, like, you know, I have to put on powders and stuff. So we're going to go ahead and put this primer on and try it out. Then I'm going to go off camera and, you know, put on my, what do you call it, my concealers. So y'all know I use the Jouer one underneath my eye, because you're supposed to use a cream concealer underneath your eye to start off with, and then you're supposed to go in with a liquid on top, according to Makeup by Ariel, who does Kylie Jenner's makeup. I watched Patrick Star, and that's what he said he told him. So I'm like, that's when I started doing it like that. And then I'm gonna spot conceal with my CoverGirl in bronze. As you can see, CVS loves to put stickers on top of stuff, so I can't tell you what it is, girl. I don't know. But I want you to see this primer on camera to see if it does give the same grip. It's even the same color as Hydro Grip. How about that? I don't have my Hydro Grip here, but since we all know this is a dupe for Hydro Grip, I'm going to test the stickiness of each one of these on the back of my hand before I leave and go put the concealer on and all that, and then we'll come back and do the foundation. So let's just go ahead and start a little bit of this. I only did 1 squeeze, so we'll see where the 1 squeeze gets us. That's the bad thing about this not being a pump, because like that, I don't know. Okay, it's feeling a little grippy. The good thing is, since the drugstore has started coming up with a lot of high quality stuff and stepping up their game, because they saw people willing to go buy expensive bases and, you know, expensive products to make sure the stuff grips, and they stepped up their game that you don't have to spend as much on base products and other things like that. But, you know, we'll see how it goes. Okay, so you saw when I stuck on my forehead, I don't know if you can hear the noise, but I can hear the noise from where the gripping is sticking to my fingers. And that one pump did our whole face, so that's cool. Let's put some on the back of my hand and compare it to this. I guess I should compare it to both of them because it doesn't feel as sticky as I thought it was going to. And I'll compare it to both because obviously you can only buy this one now. And this comes to Walmart, I believe, today or tomorrow. In the other video I said the 17th, but I found out on Bab's Beauty's video when she used this primer that it actually comes out on 23rd. So somebody posted the wrong information on Instagram. So my apologies if you watched that video and went out the next day looking for it. It didn't come out till either today or tomorrow. I can't remember if she said 22nd or 23rd. So I'm starting off with the one from Hard Candy I just put on my face. Then I'm going to put the original e.l.f. one on my hand. And I like this one because it gives me like it squirts out instead of me having to, you know. And then with my third finger, we're going to go in with the newest one, the mint one. Now the mint one obviously is the same color, again, as the original Hydro Grip. I want somebody to come out with a setting spray to match the Hydro Grip setting spray since everybody want to come up with these milk makeup things. Okay, so this one is the Hard Candy. This one is the original e.l.f. Jelly Pop, and this is the Meant to Be. So let's do the stick test. So this one feels pretty sticky, but it dries pretty quick. I mean, it's sticky, but I know the middle one is the stickiest. Like, look at that. You can hear the noise when I pop my finger on it. This one is definitely the one that gives you the most grip. But the second one does a pretty good job. I feel like all of them are giving me better grip than the Hard Candy one. And the Hard Candy one is drying down quicker than the other ones. I mean, I guess that's good if you're in a rush and want to put your base on quickly. But because, well, this one you're supposed to let dry down, I believe, for like 30 to 60 seconds before you put makeup on your face. I don't know if it's the same thing with this one or not, because on the back of the original one, they don't put the instructions. So anyway, that's what those look like. I'm going to go off camera and handle my business, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I have returned. As y'all can see, I put the concealer on the sides of my face and underneath my eyes. I was trying to decide if I wanted to cream contour underneath or not, but I think I decided against it. Or either I was just too lazy to go in the bathroom and get it. I forgot. I think I have one in here though. Let me see. Is it in there? Because if it's in this drawer, I'll just go ahead and do it now. But yeah, the Huda Beauty one should be in here, I think. Is it? Yeah, there it is. So we just take the Huda Beauty one and put it underneath here because I'm actually going to be out for quite the time. So I need to do that. I meant to go in the bathroom and get it, but I was just on like automatic and had it. So fortunately, y'all gonna see this part, and then we're gonna get into the foundation. Because I was trying to skip out on all the extra parts that didn't have foundation involved in them, but I now turned on the camera now, so it's too late. And there will be no cream blush today, clearly, because I only have one brush like this here at my grandmother's house. I have two at home for when I do this, but you know. It's fine. I figure y'all don't care. Or I might just use a cream blush, the Patrick Ta one, in my skin tone. So then that way, if it does come off, I mean, if it does affect, excuse me, with the brush, I won't do too much because, you know, they're similar in tone. The Patrick Ta is obviously lighter, which is why I have to wear it now in the wintertime. But, you know, whatever. Again, it's fine. It's fine. And I'm lightly building up the Huda Beauty one, because if you go on with too much, honey, you'll end up looking like a whole crazy mess. I have done it. I did it at home one week when I was doing Instagram pictures for y'all on Monday. I put on way too much of Huda Beauty because I was still trying out the Huda Beauty foundation stick, which I'm thinking about doing a video on, like, all the foundations I've tried in the last couple of months, just because, you know, I done tried a whole bunch of foundations, I feel like, and primers. So I'm like, we can discuss some of those and see how I rank them compared to other things that I already have in my collection and stuff. But I'm trying to wait till I get the Synchro Skin one before I do that video. So it'll probably be like, I'm hoping maybe the second week of February we can get that done. But we'll see. Now let's finally get into this foundation. So when I saw this, I was like wondering if it was going to be a little too orange. So we're going to try it out and see how it goes. Because in the bottle, to me, it just gives me like those orange vibes like the Selena Gomez Rare Beauty Foundation did. But I'm going to take, we're going to start off with one pump and then we'll see if we need another one. Since I spot concealed, I'm hoping I only need one pump. As you can see, it's not one of those foundations that runs a lot down your hand, but as you can see, it is moving. It's just not moving like it's a really liquidy one. Like I feel like the KVD Vegan Beauty one, what is called the portrait one, I feel like that one's really liquidy, and that one is more obviously a powder. It's a liquid to powder finish, and I kind of don't like those, but sometimes I kind of do. I just have to remind myself, you know, like, you know, it's a powder finish, so calm down on the powder, you know. So that's my only issue with stuff like that. Okay, so with foundations like these, because they're so liquidy and they're hydrating, I always try to use a brush just because of the skin type I have. If you did not know, I am oily combination, so I try to make sure I, you know, don't use a sponge because it's a hydrating foundation first of all. So I feel like the sponge is going to absorb even more because it's that hydrating formula, so it's a little bit thinner than like a matte or a cream liquid foundation would be. Secondly, lately I've just been liking applying it with a brush because I feel like the sponge absorbs more of the product than the brush will, and I want the product on my face not inside the sponge where I have to wash it out and waste my money. I mean, now it was only $11, and y'all know you can use the Ulta coupon, so I paid like $9 for this foundation. But, you know, that's not the point. See, what happens with the Ulta coupon, I think if like when you buy 2 or more things to get the $3.50 off, I think they like split how much goes to each item in order to get that $3.50. So it ended up being $9 because I bought another thing, and I guess the other $1.50 went off on that. I don't know. So this is what the foundation is looking like on our face. I think it actually looks pretty nice. We're going to put the rest of it from the butt of the Colored Rain sponge back here on it because I'm not wasting any foundation whatsoever. I think I'm going to add half a pump just to build up on my cheeks. Plus I want to see if it's buildable on top of itself. So we're going to go ahead and do that just because, you know, we want it to be, see if it's going to build or not. So we'll just build it on the cheeks and maybe like a little bit here on the side where I usually get a little bit more acne. See, I got this a mole right here, and then I got a mole right here on the side of my face. So, I mean, I don't expect it to cover it up, but since we said it was medium to full and it started out at medium, I just want to see if we can get to full. Because y'all know how I am about my full coverage. I need it. So we're going to do that much, which I don't even think is half a pump. But again, we have to see if it builds. So there, and okay, this side. I guess we can try it with a sponge because I know some people do like to use a sponge, even though I don't, especially with these types of foundations. But so far it's giving me your skin but better with this medium coverage situation. So slightly sponge it onto my cheeks to see if it's going to give me any extra coverage. I'm going to drag a little bit extra up here. And drag a little bit extra up here. Okay, so this will be looking like. I feel like it looks pretty good. To me, it's looking more like high medium coverage, not necessarily full, but you know, it's getting the job done. You can add like a foundation powder, and when you add your setting powder and concealer and all that, it'll give you the full, most likely that you're looking for. So, put some concealer on. So I ended up getting the Kylie Cosmetics, Kylie Jenner Skin Concealer. I got the shade Almond because I remember when I watched Jackie's video like years ago at the point when this came out that she had the shade Almond because I think she had borrowed Makeup Shayla's collection or whatever that she had got sent in the mail, the PR. So this is what it looks like now. I used to be in a silver packaging with like white writing, but now it's in this black sleek packaging. It was on sale for $8. That's how I ended up with it. I needed to add something else to my order in order to get free shipping, so I just grabbed this because I knew I had never tried it. So we're going to put this underneath the eyes, and then I got a different concealer I'm going to use to highlight the face. This is looking pink, but it said it had a yellow neutral undertone. It's like looking pinky peach to me. I don't know. But I tried to make sure I got one with a yellow undertone. The crazy thing is when Jackie reviewed this, that's what she said. But again, I just needed to add something to the cart to get a discount. And I knew it was something I hadn't tried. And I didn't want to buy another one of her lipsticks because it's like, I already have 2 and I only use like one of the 2 on a consistent basis. So I was like, we'll just use this. Okay, y'all, so to highlight my face, I'm going to take the Bare Skin from Bare Minerals. I have the shade Deep to Dark because they don't have that many shades, of course. But, you know, again, we'll talk about them in the video I was talking about earlier. And see, this is what an actual yellow gold undertone looks like compared to hers. That's another reason I wanted to use it, because I was like Jackie said, it wasn't what it said it was, and I can tell it wasn't what it said it was, because this one is a golden undertone as we can clearly see, and this is looking reddish pink underneath my eyes. So we will be putting this underneath my eyes when it comes time to highlight again. But if I remember correctly, hers was supposed to be a higher coverage, and I don't remember this one being high coverage. I remember it being medium, so that's another reason why I use this. Where'd I put my concealer brush? Jesus. No, seriously, y'all, like, where is it? Oh, it's right in front of me. So, let's get the sponge and blend all of this out, and then we will worry about underneath the eyes. If I remember correctly, it doesn't dry quick, so that's another reason I don't want to blend it out her. And that's the reason I can put some on top of it to make it actually match my skin tone, because this foundation is already looking a little reddish to me. Maybe when it warms up to my skin, it will look a little better. But right now, she's looking real red and oranges. And more of like, not in the way that I want. Because I don't, in the summertime, I'm finally looking like that. But I'm looking winter, I need to look more of like, you know, my natural goldish undertone. So, let's see how these go. And mind y'all, this is day 1. Because day 2, we will be comparing it to the Maybelline, Radiant foundation they came out with, since it has hyaluronic acid and collagen, and that was more accessible to people. I figured we could compare them to see if you even need to try this one out. Because if you're willing to wait to get this in the mail and try it out, we'll have to see how it goes. But I just wanted you to have a more accessible option, so that way, you know, if you were in a rush and you wanted a product that was similar to this, that was more affordable, you would know about the Maybelline one. Y'all know I did a video on that one like a while ago. I did a video on that, I think like at the end of 2019, beginning of 2020, because that's how long that product has been out. But since this was a newer version of that product, I figured we could try them out and see how it goes. So that will be day 2, but we just on day 1, so let's focus on it. Okay. So we have this done. I'm going to put the Bare Minerals concealer on. Underneath the eye. And I feel like my cream contour has kind of disappeared a little bit. I mean, I can see a little bit of it, but I don't see as much as I was seeing before. So I'm trying to decide if I want to put a little bit more on there. While we wait for the concealer to dry down. I'm thinking I want to, because I'm just not feeling like it's going to be enough. Especially since I know how long I'm about to be out today. This is probably going to be like one of the longest wear tests I have done, because it's only like 11 something when I'm putting this on now. And I'm going to be out to like, God knows how long, because I'm going to watch the McGregor fight tonight. So, child. Let's put a little bit more on just to be safe. Let's start blending out on this side. Got some more from here and put it over here. I'm trying to make good and sure this contour and this blush lasts. But since the blush is going to be my skin tone, I'm not as concerned. I'm just trying to get used to this Huda Beauty tan tour, so don't judge me too hard, because like I feel like this side is looking deeper than this side. But once we put the powder on them, hopefully they will look even. Yeah, it's looking even now. Thank God. Okay, so now that we have done that, let's blend out this concealer, and then we can set powder on the face so you can see. Okay, so I don't know where y'all got cut off, but as you can see, I've put on concealer and I put on more contour on top just because I wasn't sure how that was going. We're going to go ahead and set underneath the eyes now. So I'm going to use the Prime Beauty powder. If you haven't seen this video, I'll try to remember to link that up above too. I have the shade Golden Gal here. This is one I like to use underneath the eyes. So I'm going to start off underneath the eyes, and I'm going to use a foundation powder to actually set my face. It's a drugstore foundation powder, but this was the setting powder I had left here for me to use. So I was like, we're going to use this today. And I put on the Kylie Cosmetics concealer to start off with. And then I use the, what is it? The Bare Minerals skin. So I hope y'all studied foundation application. Now I'm gonna have to like rewind and check this video, and if you didn't, I'm about to be feeling some type of way. But hopefully you did, because that's, you know, what the video was supposed to be about. And even if you didn't, I'm gonna just, I don't know. But you just try to set everything we can feel real quick. I'm gonna put a foundation powder on top of it, and then I'm gonna go do my single shower Sunday and hook it up for y'all. Products are trying to fall off behind me, y'all. This is a whole mess, y'all. All the place, powder. I mean, concealer, it's all over. Okay. I love this powder underneath the eyes. Like, I love the one for the eyes. I'm still mixed on the one about the face just because, again, I feel like a lot of them make these powders and then it darkens my foundation, and I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it. So we're going to take this J-Cat Beauty Aqua Insurance Foundation. I don't know, for some reason in my mind I need to use this. I don't know what's going to happen or whatever. I don't know if I'm going to be sweating where I'm going until I decided to use this one, since it's supposed to be water resistant. So hopefully it'll help with like the whole sweating situation, because that was my reasoning for using this powder. Aside from the fact, I feel like when I'm using drugstore products, I like to use a lot more drugstore things. So I try to use all the drugstore things in the video with the drugstore products, so that way it's not like, you know, you use a high-end and drugstore. I mean, I did use the indie brand powder, but again, all the other powders was in the bathroom, and I just wasn't trying to get up to start filming again when I had already started, you know, filming or whatever. So there we go. I don't have any drugstore cream bronzers. That's why we had to use the hooded one. But okay, so this is what the face is looking like so far. I will check in with y'all when I am done with the rest of the face. And I'm thinking we might try out this ABH highlighter. I got the newest one they came out with just because I was intrigued to see if it would work on some of my skin tone. Because I saw it on Tammy Clark, and that's what made me think it was promising and I could possibly use it. So I'll check back in with y'all a little bit and see if we can hook that up and make that work. I'll be right back. Okay, so I have returned once more. I'm going to put on the highlighter now. I am going to give a dedicated video to this where we compare it to some other goldish highlighters that are similar. But for right now, we just going to put it on to try it out for the first time. Ooh, today, with you, y'all almost dropped the Amazing one, and then I had to cry. Because I was sitting on it, and I want to compare it to that one too. But again, we're not doing that in this video. We're going to focus on just this in the video. So, this is what it looks like if you have not seen it. I'm kind of nervous, but at the same time, since I saw it on Tammy Clark, that's the only reason I bought it. It looks okay. I'm like, okay, we can try it out. I can be brave now. I didn't brush that much because I wasn't sure how it was going to look or how, you know, pigmented it was going to be. Let's put a little bit more. Okay, yeah, it's not that bad. Okay. So, y'all know I do that whole Bridget note. We going all the way down. It's really nice and subtle as long as you don't pick up a whole lot. Now, if I had brushed my brush into this quite a bit, then obviously I'd be picking up hella product. But I'm not doing that, so we ain't having that issue. And like I said, I was scared because of the coloring on the outside, but it's looking quite nice. So let's get to the side of the face. Yeah. Don't ask me what that was. Okay. And then Okay. I'm feeling for it. I like it. It's a nice little subtle golden glow from within. And y'all know I'm not really big on gold highlighter. I was just curious to see if it's actually going to be gold on me. And I'm impressed. Now, I don't know if... I don't feel like the formula feels exactly the same as the Amrezy one. Again, I will try that out when we go give it a separate video in a moment with swatches and all that good stuff. So, yeah. But, I'm finna go film this single shadow Sunday real quick, and I'll catch up with y'all later on tonight after I done worn this for quite a long time. So, see you later. Okay, y'all, so I have returned after many hours of wear, because we put this on, I want to say 10:30, 11 o'clock, and it is now like past 8, and I'm about to go watch this fight, so I don't have time to like come back again at the end of the night and tell you about it. So I'm gonna tell you about it now, even though I'm not taking it off till I come back. This is amazing. Like, look at my face. I know I didn't go out that much today. I went out more yesterday, and I had on 2 different foundations yesterday, but this primer is holding up really, really well. Where is it? Yeah, this primer is holding up absolutely amazing. This stuff is great for the price it is. It's $8. I do feel like it smoothed out my pores, but I wouldn't say my face feels hydrated, but it's hot behind these lights, so that might just be why I don't feel the hydration right now. I would definitely recommend the primer. I think it looks really nice. I think the skin looks really smooth along with this foundation. The foundation is definitely amazing. I definitely recommend it. It is really nice for $11, and then you can use a coupon, as we all know, especially when they get to 20% off coupons off one item. I would definitely recommend you try out this foundation, but I recommend you try it out for $11. It's giving me Rare Beauty vibes, you know, with the foundation, because I don't really feel like anything's on my face. And then it has that, like, you know, your skin but better situation going on with the medium to full coverage, just like the Rare Beauty ones. So I kind of want to compare both of them and see how that goes. But yeah, I definitely think you should try this foundation. I like the concealers I put it with. Now, mind you, I wasn't that keen on the Kylie one just because the coloring of it wasn't right. But the Bare Skin concealer went perfectly with it, and it looks like you have on your skin but better type vibes, because you wouldn't put on a full coverage concealer with this, because then you look kind of crazy. You should probably stick to a medium. But yeah, this product is amazing. I definitely think you should try it out. The powder I put underneath it is beautiful. This Prime Beauty loose powder, I really like that. So I just like everything that's going on with my face right now. I think it looks excellent, considering I've had it on since 10:30, 11 o'clock, and it's now 8 o'clock. So anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Remember, you all are dimes. I'll catch you on day 2. Bye. So hello everyone, it's your girl Beautydealsbff here, and we are on day 2 of the Catrice True Skin Hydrating Foundation with hyaluronic acid long wear. I bought the darkest shade, if you all remember, 092 Warm Spices. So this is the darkest one, and I figured we could try it out up against this Radiant Hydrating Foundation with hyaluronic acid from the drugstore. But this one also has collagen. I don't know if you all remember, I reviewed this a while ago. This is a Maybelline Radiant Liquid Hydrating Foundation, and this is in my normal shade, which is 125 Coconut. If y'all didn't know, if you use me as a reference for foundation matches, when it comes to Maybelline foundations, I always wear the shade Coconut. Sometimes they have warm coconut, sometimes they just have coconut. It's only one foundation I had to change the shade I wear. I think it was Cappuccino in the Urban Cover, the other Urban Cover one or whatever that they have. But yeah, I wear the shade 125 Coconut and Maybelline as a general rule. Now with this one, I bought the darkest one they have, and this is the darkest one they have. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I am going to use the Hard Candy Smoothing Primer Balm. I hear this is supposed to be a dupe for my beloved Tatcha Silk Canvas, so I was like, yes, I must try it out. Now, I will obviously compare it to the Tatcha Silk Canvas and see how that goes. Matter of fact, maybe we should just do a battle of both of them now, since, you know, I have both of them here now. Yeah, let's do that. Hold, please. Okay, so I have returned with my beloved Silk Canvas. This is a brand new fresh one I had bought during the sale last year, because during the sale in 2019, because I loved it so much and I never opened it till now. So we're going to use this, comparing it to this, so you're going to get a double battle of the situation. So this is what theirs looks like. I got a feeling, okay, it doesn't have, let me see, this one has more of a chemical smell, and this one has more of a pleasant smell, but I mean, like, I think it's like $52 or something, so it probably should. This one, if I remember correctly, was $7.99. I'm going to start with the primers, obviously, because I have to prime my face first. So I'm going to make this side the, what is this, the Hard Candy side. And then we'll put the new foundation on this side. And then the older products that I have, we'll put on this side. So let me put those over there so I remember what's going on what side. Oh, okay, this consistency of this one is nicer than the e.l.f. one. I feel like the e.l.f. one is much thinner, and this one seems to be a little bit smoother. So hopefully it's as smoothing as it claims. Oh yeah, this one definitely feels way better than the e.l.f. one. Just automatically. If you all didn't know, I tried the e.l.f. one like a while ago when I finally got my hands on it because it kept selling out everywhere, and I did not like the e.l.f. one. So I'm hoping I'll like this one since I, you know, like I already paid for it. Because I hate to be a person that returns it in the middle of a pandemic, but it's like at the same time if I don't want it and I'm not going to use it, I don't feel like I should be forced to hold it hostage. So okay, yes, I'm actually liking this one a lot right now. I think I got a couple of foundation brushes in, so we're going to put on foundation on each side. I think I just used these two. Right here, this one, and this one, y'all just used the two It Cosmetics brushes. So I hope everybody's weekend or week went well, because I'm filming this on a, what, Friday? So I'm taking the amount you're supposed to with the coin, because, you know, they're fancy and they have coin. And we're going to go ahead and put Tatcha on this side. But yeah, so I had a very interesting work week, to say the least. Honey, it was a hot mess. But I was quite amused about what happened. So I guess I should be good. My mom thought I shouldn't be amused. But I was like, I find it amusing. But I'm a, you know, weird individual. So the average person probably wouldn't think what I found amusing was amusing. But to me it was. So we'll just leave it at that. I probably should have used half this amount that I'm thinking about it, because it's like I might screw up the foundation a little bit, because, you know, since you're supposed to take that amount for your entire face and I only use it on half my face, this could go terribly wrong. I don't know. Praying to God it doesn't, because, you know, we're already here now, so it's kind of, it's too late. It's too late. Let's rub this underneath my eye too. Why not? We got all this extra product. Let's rub on my eyeball for primers, because I, of course, we know I have to do eye looks. I just got my ColourPop 5 pan palettes in the mail. I think I got them in the mail Tuesday, but you all know I don't get to film till Friday, so you're getting them on Saturday, because I have to film with them today. So I'm trying to hurry up with this foundation part of the video, because I have to still try to do all 3 looks, since I got 3 of them, and then take pictures of all 3 looks for Instagram and the teasers and all this, which is a whole hot mess. Okay, now let's get into this new foundation. So I think this was $11.99, and since I'm filming on the camera, I can actually check. Look at God. How about that? All my, like, Ulta packages just showed up at one time, and I was super happy like a lame. Let me see. Because I got the 2 new LA Girl eyeshadow palettes, so we're going to film with those 2. I just got a lot going on, child. I was lying. I got the highlighter from ABH. Yeah, I was right. This foundation was $11, and then, you know, you can use the coupon. So I got $3.50 off of it. So I paid $9 for this. But let's go ahead and pump a nice little pump out. Well, it's not like super watery like I expected it to be. Like, as you saw, I didn't move when I did that. So I'm going to just pump out. So I'm going to do like a pump and a half for this side of my face, because I didn't spot conceal the way I normally do. I wanted to see like how well it's going to work on its own. But since it's a hydrating one, I'm expecting it not to do that great. And I feel like it looks kind of orange, or is it just me? It feels nice going on the skin though. But it's probably because of that balm I put on. I feel like this is enough for now just to try out on this side. So I'm going to take this brush right here and just start buffing it in and see how it works with a brush as opposed to a sponge. Because I felt like since it was hydrating, I should probably use a brush to get more coverage. I feel like a sponge would just soak it up more because it's a hydrating foundation. So that's why I'll be going with the brush. And lately I've just been preparing the brush. I guess because I be wanting more coverage. I don't know. It's actually giving a decent amount of coverage for a hydrating foundation. But I've been using stuff to try to clear up my dark marks. That way we can calm down on buying concealer for these, you know, moments. So hopefully. Let's put the other amount on here, because there's not that much left over. And it looks like it's drying pretty quickly too on the back of my hand here. So that seems like it means there's not going to be that much time to put in for it or work with it or whatever. So let me go ahead and blend some more. And I'm actually shocked that this color is working pretty well. The saddest thing is though, this is the darkest color that they made. So if you're darker than I am, you ain't gonna get it with this foundation, sis, because this is the darkest color that they make. It actually does look pretty skin-like and nice, and it feels like hardly anything on the skin. It's giving me those, what's the Rare Beauty vibes. That's what it's giving me, Rare Beauty vibes. Yeah, so this is what the face looks like with the, what do you call it, the Catrice foundation. Now let's go ahead and put the Maybelline one on. Now y'all know I would normally put all my concealer and stuff on with it so you can see how products go on top of it. But since you already seen how products go on top of this foundation that we're battling against, and then you've seen day one of this video with me just trying this foundation. Okay, so the this one automatically just feels more moussey, the Maybelline one. And I only used one pump so far with it, so we'll see how that goes. But anyway, since you've seen all of that in day one, we're going to cut that out and, you know, save some time. So I'm going to take this It Cosmetics brush from Ulta and use it on this side so that way we're not cross-contaminating with, you know, using the same brush. But if you want to see the video dedicated to this foundation, I will try to remember to link it. But this foundation came out so long ago, child, till it's like, I don't know. I feel like this one just gives better coverage off the bat, though, the Maybelline one. And I feel like it's a little bit better than my skin tone. Like this one, I feel like it's looking kind of orange. And I should have mixed, like, you know, the e.l.f. situation in it. But, you know, it's fine. We're here now. It's too late to turn back now. So, there you go. So, just put a little bit more on the cheeks. As y'all know, the cheeks is usually my struggling area. But like I said, it's getting better, thank God. Because I've been trying to get rid of these dark marks, honey. Ain't nobody got time to play games with this. Okay, so I'm feeling like I'm getting better coverage from the Maybelline one. And I like the texture of it a little bit better. Not that the texture of the other one's bad. Like the texture of this foundation reminds me of the Rare Beauty foundation. Like the texture of it itself. Because it feels like nothing is on my face when it comes to this side completely. Like this one I can feel a little bit, but it's still not as bad as, you know, some other foundations where, you know, you have that cakey, heavy feeling. Like I don't feel that. So I guess that's good. So anyway, I'm going to go do the rest of my face off camera, and I will come back and tell y'all like what time I got done and all that good stuff. It's probably going to be a good little while though, because I still got to conceal powder the rest of my face and then give y'all like 3 eye looks before all this. So I'll be back later. Okay, y'all, so I have returned. So this is what the face is looking like now. I have had this on since I want to say 3:30. It is now 10:30, so I figured that'd be a good amount of time to get y'all a wear test. I actually went 3 places, so it has been worn out in the elements. Y'all know I like to get stuff worn in the elements, not just have, you know, what do you call it? Not just have a wear it around the house and, you know, call that a wear test. I want it to be worn in elements, because when things get back to normal, that's what you're going to wear. You're not just going to be walking around your house in it like you have to now, because you can't go nowhere. Anyway, so we're going to start with primer, obviously, because, you know, you put on primer first and then you put on foundation. So, believe it or not, y'all, this is actually an excellent dupe for Tatcha Silk Canvas. Now, this is what I'm looking for when I look for a Tatcha Silk Canvas dupe. Funny thing is, I don't really check for hard candy, try hard candy, do anything involving hard candy. So the fact that they're the ones who came up with the Tatcha dupe that I'm actually in love with, I'm actually kind of impressed with. Now I'm thinking about maybe trying some more stuff. You know, I got the other one that what's her name, Juicy Jazz always talked about, the hydrating one that's supposed to be a dupe for the Milk Hydro Grip. So I'll see how this one goes and compare it to that another day. But I have something else to compare to something else tomorrow, so I don't have time for that. But this, now I will say, this is a actual dupe for the Tatcha Silk Canvas. And the funny thing is, I found out about this from, what's her name, Babs Beauty. She did a video earlier this week with the e.l.f. collection that I already gave you all the video on, and she had partnered with Walmart to do it, because Walmart, I told you all, has that exclusively. So she had this in the video. I was like, So I happened to go to the Walmart around the corner from my house when I got off work this morning, and they happened to have this. So I was like, okay, I'll try it. It's weird because a lot of Walmarts I go to, they don't have like the hard candy stuff that people recommend. Like, I've been to a whole bunch of Walmarts and have never seen this primer in stock. And I went to one by my house and they had like 3 or 4 of them. But everywhere else I go, it's like not there. So I guess the people by my house ain't checking for hard candy either. I don't know. Anyway, this is impressive. I definitely recommend you try this out, because as y'all know, the Tatcha one is $54 or $52. I don't know. My phone was over there because I was watching too much Mouse Foundation Hunt. So I can't like check the exact price for you. But we know it's in the 50s category because it's Tatcha, and Tatcha high as hell. Okay. Anyway, this is amazing. I feel like this side of my face actually looks smoother than the side with the Tatcha on it. But in all fairness, we know I put on way too much Tatcha. You're supposed to put on like to the line for your whole face, and I put on to the line for half of my face. I'm assuming that's why like this line is a little more prominent, and why my pores look a little more prominent on this side than they do on this side. Because with this side I didn't use the coin, obviously, because they don't have a coin, and then I just put the amount I wanted. But this I definitely recommend. Like, girl, and it's only $8. So I know it's more than the e.l.f. one, and the e.l.f. one like $5 or something. I don't know. Or the e.l.f. one might be $10. I don't remember how much it was. I wasn't impressed by that one though, so I'm not gonna tell you this. I tell you get this though. Now moving on to the foundation. This foundation is amazing, and again, I feel like this side of my face with this foundation it looks better than this side does over time. I don't know if it's because, again, I put too much primer on, because that foundation normally doesn't look to me the way it does now. I feel like it sinks into my pores a little bit more, and it, you know, isn't as smooth as it normally is. But again, we put on too much Catrice Silk Canvas, so I can't blame it too much. However, if you want to see the original video on this side of my face, I'll try to remember to put it up there. And if you want to see the original video of me comparing the the original Catrice Silk Canvas video, I'll try to remember to post it up there. But that was so long ago, child, so I'll tell you now. I'm probably going to forget. I'm going to tell you now. I might put the e.l.f. one up there. I don't know. Anyway, this foundation I'm really liking. My problem is I think it's only like 8, maybe 11 shades, and my shade is the darkest one. Oh, by the way, I wear 92 Warm Spice. I don't remember if I said it at the beginning of the video. To me, this looks a little reddish in tone. I don't know, but I feel like it's a little too early to say, but I feel like this could be a good dupe to the Rare Beauty foundation. I have to try them side by side myself, but it feels like nothing's on my face, and with the Rare Beauty, it feels like nothing's on my face, and I feel like they give me the same kind of tone, if you will. So I'm thinking about doing a comparison of those and doing a battle of the to see if this is comparable to that. I don't know. We'll see, because I have another primer I need to do a battle of the, so I might just hold off on doing the battle of the for that and just do a double battle of the. I know I did a battle of the Rare Beauty one against the what is it, ColourPop Pretty Fresh one, but I'm feeling like this one is a way better dupe. The only downfall is, again, this one only has, I think, 11 shades. So it's awesome. It's amazing. It's really nice. I guess it depends on what you want. I feel like the Maybelline one's going to be more accessible to a lot of people, though, because, like, you have to order this off Ulta's website and then wait for it to show up. Not that it's not worth it. It's just more of, if you want one that you can go grab quickly and has the same properties to it, then the Maybelline one will be easier for you to access. You can go CVS, girl, hook up that 40% off coupon, because I think it's CVS, the Maybelline one is $12.99. Then you can turn around and use your 40% off coupon. And then Maybelline has a $2 coupon on the CVS app right now that you can clip. So with that 40% off, you know, if it's $13, that means it's going to be down to, I think you're paying $7.50 maybe, and then with that Maybelline coupon would make it like $5.50. So as far as your budget goes, it'll probably be better to get the Maybelline one, just because it's going to end up being like $5 sis, if you got that 40% off coupon. And the Maybelline coupon you can clip on the thing, plus you got free money at CVS, girl. Just go ahead and buy Maybelline. But if you're willing to try something different and you don't mind waiting, then I would say go ahead and try this one, because like I said, I feel like it's a really good dupe for Rare Beauty. So those are my thoughts on both of these products. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Remember, you all are diamonds. I'll catch you guys in the next one.